Hi, my name is FeleciaMarie, and this is True Moon Tarot. Thank you for joining us. I apologize for the glare that is on my glasses. I might just do that. I'll just do that. It's a little blurry, but that's okay. So I apologize. I have a little scratch in my throat or something. I don't know. My sinuses have been bothering me. Gotta love freaking allergies and Alabama weather. Have all 4 seasons in 1 week. Woohoo! Anyways, today I am using a relatively new deck. It's one that I haven't used that often, one that I probably should use more. It is the Akashic Tarot. It is by Sharon Killinger and Sandra Taylor. So we will be using that one as well as our normal one, which is the Crow Tarot by MJ McCullen. And we're just going to see whatever messages need to come out, what needs to be delivered, you know, what comes to. Just another random one. I think I enjoy these more than our traditional zodiac readings. I also ask, that if it does resonate, that you take what you need to from it, and whatever doesn't resonate, that you just give back to the universe. You let it go back out into the world and do what it needs to do, Also, because energy is fluid, I want to say that it could also be people around you too. You could need to be a person that gives them a message. You know what I mean? So what messages do we have? It sounded like a motorcycle. I have never actually pulled this card, so I don't even know what this card means. This was the one at the bottom of the deck, and when I thought I heard the motorcycle, I happened to see this card, and it was at the bottom of the deck, or ended up at the bottom of the deck. It's the King of Scrolls card, so I'm not entirely sure what this one is. I've never gotten it, so I gotta have my glasses, so y'all are just gonna have to deal with the glare. There we go. I will say, I feel like there's a lot of planning. Somebody who is very good at plans, very good at the little intricacies of life. They're very good organizing. I feel like this one speaks to waiting on something, maybe a plan hasn't came out the way that you wanted to, or maybe something has gone awry and you're kind of like looking for this little thing of hope. Okay, so I have gotten this one quite often. This one is the Eight of Scrolls, Path Unknown. It speaks to 2 different pathways that you can go towards. One that is lit, one that you is kind of safe, right? One that is safer, one that you know, and then one that is kind of off in the distance that you don't know, that not a lot of people have gone down, right? It reminds me of the Robert Frost poem where he talks about the path less traveled. Now, like I was saying with the King of Scrolls card, maybe you're coming, or somebody you know is coming out of some, I heard downpour, probably a lot of emotions, probably a lot of heightened emotions. It could be things from anger to grief to depression to manic episodes, those that, excuse me, just manic episodes. But is coming out of that. They're like looking towards something, right? This is almost like it's I want to say a sunrise, but I feel like it's more of like a sunset, but it's getting, actually that might be, no, that's a sunset. Preparing for something, right? Like something is coming, but to remember that there is a dawn. And then we have the Paths Unknown card, so not knowing which direction to travel, not knowing what road to take, right? It's one road it looks like one road, the darker road, the one that is less traveled, has more nature, right? It allows for more connectivity to whatever you view as a higher thing, or as part of your nature, something that brings you home, right? Then we also have the Akashic Field, which is the One of Forces. I want to say this one speaks to being able to, not necessarily being able to, but of knowing that there is something greater, of seeing the beauty in something. I am going to go ahead and read that card real quick. Roses, scrolls. Okay, so we're going to do the King of Scrolls. I'll read the King of Scrolls and then the Akashic one. Okay. A man holds a scroll as he looks across a well-groomed garden. A number of scrolls lay on the garden bench next to him. He is the King of Scrolls, a man of learning, and he can be helpful to you in a number of ways. This man may be present in your life already. If not, you'll be meeting him soon. He may be an author, a teacher, communicator, who will assist you in some professional way. He could also be a friend who brings wisdom through his own studies and spiritual practices. Be open to the guidance this man offers, for it could help lead your life in a new, exciting direction. Excuse me. As with the King and Queens, the King of Scrolls may also be a new love interest for you or another, depending upon his action or his location in the spread. His wisdom is compelling, and there are likely to be many interesting and lively discussions. This card may also represent you or someone you know who is longing for a deeper understanding and a greater clarity of thought. Now is a great time to pursue new interests, perhaps even enroll in some classes or attend a lecture or two. A position in teaching, counseling, advertising, writing, publishing, or the like may be on the agenda. A treasure trove of discovery is waiting for you, so let your mind and your life soar. Okay. And then the Akashic field. Like the Akashic field, the aurora borealis flows with energy and brilliance as charged particles from the sun interact with atoms in the Earth's atmosphere. The 93 million miles from the sun to the Earth is nothing compared to the limitless consciousness of the Akashic field. All information, power, energy, and experiences vibrate within this realm of unending truth and possibility. And every bit of it can be yours. Receiving this card tells you that an amazing opportunities abound at this time. You can increase and accelerate the experience by opening the doors to the Akashic records. Your energy resonates, or your life force energy resonates with universal synchronicity now. So you can explore the records and receive exactly the information that you need and the energy that can help. Engage in this pursuit with a conscious focus. Write your intentions and ask for inspiration. Meditate on the Akashic field and visualize your goals. The universe is ready and willing to align with your heartfelt desires, and now is the time to make them happen. Okay, so with this, and the fact that we have the Eight of Scrolls card, I feel like this isn't the first time that you've had this inclining or this like urge to want to do whatever it is that resonated with you, whether that's the meditating, whether that's exploring your spirituality, whether that's, allowing for somebody to come in and help you, somebody to help teach you, right? Or an opportunity that you have to begin something or to start something where, yes, you're starting from a lower level, but you're actually getting to experience the things that you want, right? I feel like you have had this opportunity before, or this energy or these feelings about it. So, for some of you, The reason you are having doubts or feelings as to why you don't necessarily want to discover this part of yourself or experience these things that you are being offered, or understanding and having this knowledge that you're being offered, is because there is a lack of balance. There is a lack of there's some sort of fighting that's going on within you, right? It's not necessarily that there's these outside forces. I feel like it's a fight between your inside you, what you want, and what you allow others to perceive you as, or what you want others to perceive you as, right? I feel like this is more of like an inside outside, right? Now we also have the judgment card here, which tells me that this is a decision that needs to be made. You have to make this decision. You have to decide to do better for yourself, because if you don't, you're going to end up repeating another cycle again. And it's going to not necessarily involve travel, but it's going to involve a sort of change for you. There is going to be some sort of disturbance. For some of you, you kind of in order for you to have this knowledge, in order for you to actually experience this enlightenment that you are ready to receive, that you energetically, whether you realize it or not, is ready to receive, the reason it's being stopped is because you feel like doing these things, or what you're going to have to do in order to accomplish this, is going to be cold. It's going to make you selfish. It's going to make you detach from certain people and detach from certain situations. And for some of you, that is very, very difficult to do. It is difficult for you to realize that you might not be able to spend time with your friends, or you're going to have to drop a certain habit, or you're going to have to drop certain friends because they are constantly in a state of doing something that you don't necessarily need to do anymore. You don't necessarily want to do anymore. We have the whoa, what? Hello. Okay. So we also have the Lovers card, the Justice card, and the Death card. So clearly there is a massive change that is afoot, that is going to happen in your life, whether you want it to or you don't. And it's going to go one of two ways. It's going to go extremely smoothly, where you can go with the flow, you can listen to your guides, you can follow the instructions that are laid out before you in your life, and you can experience this change for what it's worth. Go along with the downfall, go along with the uprising, go along with whatever it throws at you, because you are protected, not just because you are you, but because you trust in God, you trust in the universe, you trust in your guides, you trust in your ancestors, that they are going to take care of you. Now, some of you are rejecting a specific union, whether that is a union with somebody that you want, a union with a realization of something, or a union within yourself. And the reason I say a realization, a union with a realization, is because for some of you, I feel like you are stuck between this place of hopeless abandonment and this is everything I've ever wanted. I feel like some of you have known for a very long time that certain people and certain instances and certain environments within your life are no longer good for you, and you're refusing to give them up because you don't want to lose the people. You don't want to lose that connection. The problem is you're holding off and you're preventing an even better connection or an even better experience from occurring because you're refusing to give up what you need to. And I know how scary that can be. I know how scary it can be. It is something that we as human beings literally experience more often than we like to admit. What? There's something to be said about the decisions that you have. You feel like there's decisions that you're making, but you're not. What the heck? But you're not making those decisions. We also have these Sun card people. So really, you have this amazing abundance that is literally right in front of your face, and you're preventing it from occurring. The fact is there's just some things that you need to let go of. There's some people, some environments, some relationships that you're going to have to let go of. Can I have some sort of explanation as to why there are so many major arcana? Can we have a card that would speak to what this is? It's the commitment card, the contract card, the card of this is something that you signed up for, whether you remember it or not, whether it's either here already or it's something that's coming. There is a commitment, there is a contract that has been signed. Now, a lot of us, especially those who are into the spiritual, the metaphysical, the God of it all, that sounds really wrong to say, but it also sounds right. I don't like that. When you feel like there's this major connection between you and the divine, between you and your God, right? A lot of us have realized that before we decided to come here, before we were born into what we are now, we made a commitment. We made a promise that we were going to do something in this lifetime. And a lot of us are standing in the way of that commitment. A lot of us have prevented it for a very long time. We have prevented certain things from happening. We have prevented the actual final stand of this. Nini, stop it. I can hear you. I don't like that. If you want to chew on yourself, can you go do it somewhere else? To do that for me? Okay. I lost my train of thought. Are there any other messages that we can deliver? Is there any other things that needs to be said? We have the King of Roses. He is waiting on his queen. He is, I want to say, I've gotten this card one other time before. I find it funny, the last cards that I am pulling are all roses. Roses in themselves are already a symbol. I want to say it's life, passion, love. There's something else. I'll put that in the description box. This has already gone longer than I wanted it to, but that's okay. So let's do some roses. Excuse me. Okay, so the commitment card. Roses are scattered around a contract on a brightly lit desk. When this card appears, it means that a valuable union is at hand. A romantic commitment may be coming to your way, or perhaps a love from your past lives is returning to you. A business commitment may be forthcoming, such as the offer of a promotion or a new job, the new opportunity to form a partnership or create a new business venture. This card could also indicate the signing of other types of papers, including the sale of purchase of a house or the beginning of a new investment. Either way, this card is filled with light, and it indicates good results are in the offing. Wait, what? I've never heard that phrase before. Are in the offing. Anyways, as with many cards, part of the meaning refers to you. It is a reminder to be conscious of your commitment to yourself. If you want others to put you first or to help bring happiness to your life, then you must commit to do the same. Your self-honoring choices will set the groundwork for all of your partnerships to thrive. So that's the commitment to yourself. So probably what you did was you made a commitment to yourself to actually truly put yourself first, to truly put your spiritual development at the forefront of your life. And that is something that that has been in the works for a very, very long time for a lot of us. I had a very hard time a few years ago, a very, very hard time. And that was probably one of the biggest moments of true commitment to myself that I had to overcome. And that one was really hard. There were a lot of things that I didn't realize at the time that I was giving up. Why are you barking, baby? I don't know why she's barking. There's nobody here. Anyways, then we're going to go to the Two of Roses, which is the winged messengers. So that's your guides, your guardians, messages and signs that have been coming to you, things like that. Sorry, guys. A white dove carries a message in his beak and flies high above a table laid out for tea. One of the teacups has fallen over, and there are broken pieces of china on the table. Below the dove, a hawk flies into the scene with a message in his beak. This card indicates a small conflict in your home or family. It could involve you or another or others in your extended family. There could be money issues about a home, an inheritance, or personal finances. The dove brings a message for your spirit, a call to see this little drama through your higher mind and compassionate heart. You may feel compelled to be the peacemaker or the provider in the situation. Let yourself do as your spirit guides you. The hawk, a predator, shows that there are times when you might have the tendency to be pulled into the fray yourself. With the hawk entering from the right, it certainly indicates that more challenges may be coming your way. Happily, your spirit is high above those challenges, so you can see them clearly and deal with them effectively. And then we have the King of Roses. Dun, dun. Okay. This card shows a man holding two roses, a red and a white, demonstrating a balance of passion and purity. At his feet are yellow roses of healing and creativity. This is the King of Love, a man who is balanced and well-rounded. When he appears upright in your spread, it indicates that a potential union could be at hand, either in friendship, business, or even romance. Whether there is a new relationship or the blossoming of an old one, this man brings tender-hearted and thoughtful support. He is also someone who could be helpful in your personal life, especially where home or family issues are concerned. Whether the King of Roses is you or another man, the role of husband or father is now opening to create a happy home and family. This card also lets you know that you are ready to stand up for yourself and take loving but considerate action on your own behalf. It's a time of increasing love and compassion, which always starts within. Okay, so as far as, what all of these major arcana was representing, this is basically a little storyline. It's telling you that there is some sort of contract, commitment, familial event that is going to occur that might bring with it some tendencies that you kind of have to figure out which direction you're going to go, right? Whether or not you're going to be the one who is protective and the one who is in all of the chaoticness with everyone else, or if you're going to be the one that speaks from your higher self and is the provider who cares for everyone else and makes sure things actually go the way that they need to be, right? And then there's going to be somebody there that's with you, somebody you can rely on who's going to help you in your journey, in your role to be the guide, right? To live from your spirit, to live from within. So there is definitely a lot of growth that you have done, growth that you need to acknowledge within yourself. Because when you have that growth and you truly acknowledge as having that growth, taking care of yourself and living for yourself, listening to your spirit, listening to God, and listening to your guides, your ancestors, actually acknowledging those things, it's going to help provide support for you. You're not going to feel as conflicted about certain things. Your things aren't going to affect you like they used to. You're going to be living more for truly yourself and more for the bigger picture than for yourself just now, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense. I hope it does. I hope this reading resonated with you. I hope you sat here this whole time and listened to me babble and all of my weird word vomit mess ups. Thank you so much for your love and your support and everything. Just thank you guys. I hope you all have a wonderful day, a wonderful weekend, and